Can I help you?
No, thank you. My lord, I'm one of the clinic's aide.
Right. You waiting for Soma?
Yes.
Okay.
I was employed by your father.
I remember. I was
Yeah.
wondering why you were waiting around the front. I see Soma coming out of his house now.
Just making sure nobody, is in line for the clinic or anything.
Very good. Morning,
Sometimes the
Soma.
people are a little bit afraid to come in since, the barricades and whatnot.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be guards here. She was waiting for you.
Not specifically, just,
I understand. I'm going to need to speak with Samuel about something because
If you don't mind me asking, sorry to interrupt. Is there a place here that sells oddities and different things that you would normally not get from the marketplace?
There is the Quill and Blade on that corner of the town, down that way, owned by Marco Mogul. Actually, that's
thank you very much.
him over there, purple shirt.
Thank you.
Of course. A lot of new faces.
considering you're with the smith, I might want to rather give you the rest of the silver for the rings to you rather than to Sam, and you probably already know why.
No, elaborate.
His actions. I don't think it was justified with him not being included with the rest of them down by the fighting pits of what happened yesterday morning.
Right. What rings are you talking about?
It's the wedding rings.
Right. You want me to finish them off?
No, I'd rather either pay someone else or have him make a discount for me after that of what he's done. I didn't see atonement for when he wasn't involved with them.
I'll leave that between the two of you. I can have a go at the rings, but they're not really my specialty. I would be relying
No, the
on...
rings have already been done.
Oh,
I'd rather pay someone else the coin rather than give him any of mine.
right, okay. Well, I'll let you work that out with him, if he wants to do a discount or something.
Oh, I will. No problem with that.
Yeah.
Gonna check running up on the clinic here real quick.
Of course. Periods.
Yeah, you'll fit in here.
Okay, so that's a common occurrence there because we got knocked more than like 3 feet off the boat when there was a murder that was committed like on the dock. So, I mean, there's got to be some sort of agreement with Radad's.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
They have to know it's there.
He's doing his daily walk along the wharf. His own personal reminder that he is achieving things. Even though it doesn't feel like it.
there's a lot that you could learn from my side, even though I would
Sure.
say we're probably about the same age. I'm not much older than you, but
Mid to late
experience
20s.
talks. I could, late 20s, I'm 30. You could learn a lot from me, I could learn a lot from you. Work with me. It kind of gives you
Sure.
a bit of the immunity. No one's gonna kill the Capitano's protege. He's gonna be my protege, because people want him dead, unfortunately.
I thought he was my pet, according to them.
Nah, that's been floated as well. Your dog.
Hmm.
There was an order given by your father that he either has to have one Radada, one Erdhart with him at all times for safety. So that's why I'm giving this deal, so it doesn't look like he's constantly under protection, because it's gonna make people think he's a rat or a snake.
Maybe you want to take him under your
checks
wing.
out. True.
It is
In a
true,
sense.
but to avoid having, you know... We don't want it to look too special, because that makes people more angry when they see someone who did that now walking out with protection. So... Work with me, be my protege. I'm gonna train you to use an arbalist. I can even train you how to fight with a sword,
Sure.
in
Be
cases.
useful. Something that's
And
not
you can...
this.
Yes. And you can train me how to use armor properly, because I struggle even with this thing, even though it saved my life multiple times. And when I get more, eventually.
Well, that should be fairly easy because most of the work goes in by the armor smith. But if you want to learn how to make armor,
No, not
not
make,
bad.
wear it, like actually, like
Oh.
how it works and
properly
the,
use it.
use it, because I've used
gotcha.
leather my entire life and only had this because I got stabbed in the gut and didn't want that to happen anymore.
Fair enough. Okay. Deal.
You have my new weapon.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now we can go walk together to the forge.
Sure. Unless
Good
you have
old-
business.
Good old. Did you have something to talk about with me, or do you just walk up because your conversation was interested in the topic?
Just working up, checking in on everything, doing my rounds. How's the city, Captain?
Better, actually.
Better.
Ships are starting to flood in a lot more from the wharf. The food crisis is starting to go away. Our granary is, I would say, about half back to where it was before all these wars, which is excellent. The housing crisis is still an issue, but we know that that's going to be solved when more of the buildings are built for either merchants or even possibly a mass kind of apartment building for workers or people who can pay. Obviously, you can see most of the streets have been cleared of the tents. They're either at Jaheen's, which have been properly put into a place and not just all around his entire vineyard. Some have taken outside, and there's just that one street strip here that you have blocked off, going down towards the bathhouse and then ends there. People are still very fucking angry with everything. Of course, because people think with their stomach, not their heads, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But things are getting better for the time being until everything happens with Element. Both the trebuchets have been properly packed up, and they are up right now at the keep at a storehouse, waiting to be positioned as needed. I'm most likely gonna be tasked with that now that your father is, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to have him use me as a surrogate to try to step up, because he's smart, he knows what he's doing. I'm not really a tactician yet, so I want to learn from him and have him use me as the...
He is still the High Marshal, he just doesn't have wartime authority to make those lawful
okay.
decisions,
Got it. Lawful.
from my understanding.
Okay, that's good then.
He can't do judgments.
Yeah.
Either.
It has to
You
go
can
through a
you
council
can't
now.
do lawful judgments, but you can do military, and got it. That's good. That
Yeah.
takes some stuff home.
I'm sure we'll be at war again soon. Anyway, I was thinking, what would suit you as a good weapon? I've seen you used a rapier before, and I figured what would be something similar but better to more fit your position. This is the first long sword, I suppose. It's not a long sword, but it's a type of long sword that I trained and used. Rather than a one-handed sword, this is a two-handed sword. It is called an estoc. You've probably heard of it before. It's primarily a thrusting weapon. You'll see that the sides are not sharp. This is because it is designed with the intention to find the gaps in people's armor and pop through the chainmail. using thrusting motions. Now you can still use it to parry and block, and the point is still sharp enough. If you get it in and cut across someone who isn't armored, it will work. But it is high class steel, so it doesn't break because the blade is so thin for that reason. Definitely seems like your
Let's
kind
get
of
give
thing.
on it.
Mm.
Yeah, that definitely is. I've been lucky that my father, since I was young, trained me how to use a longsword. And then, of course, I was learned how to use a rapier, so just combine the two and you come out with something like this.
Exactly.
It's wonderful looking.
It is a two-handed hilt, but if you need to get the extra reach, I'm sure you know you can definitely one-hand it for a short period of time.
How long have you been in Gradia?
That's something that I was trained. It's how to fight dirty. People always keep their two hands on, and they don't realize that you don't extend your reach. You go for a cut, you use your one hand to extend and then go back.
It is
Dirty.
perfect for the Fool's Guard, something I've been training for a while, where,
Oh, I've always used the
yeah, when your sword is down, it looks like you're completely open from the top, but a skilled fencer can very quickly move it up to block, or, if they start to advance towards you,
Having Gradian spice
right into them.
Exactly.
Perfect for that.
if you see it,
when.
people
Yeah.
use it to make things like
This is what I
sword
could teach you, because
So if you-
using
if it looks like someone
stances when fighting is very useful.
That's when you start asking questions
Sure.
involved.
So. And obviously,
Don't know what that
when you
is.
get
Stances.
Like each province.
I want to get you a
like,
second
each
sword to
have
wear
their
on
own
top of that, something
regulations and, like, they know
different,
they
because
live
versus
with
armor,
like,
yeah,
disabled
it's gonna hurt,
people
but it's
and
not.
Well,
transport.
that's what the poleaxe is for. The sword
hierarchy
just.
thing
Oh yeah,
is,
that's true. I forget you have a plaque all the time.
kind of people use it.
This is
Well, good
this
to
is
know. I
this
guess
is symbol.
that's something
This is
else.
symbolism and memory and honor.
Like, if you use it in stuff like
That is
bread,
true.
like, Gradian spice
You can
bread,
always wear two swords in case you want one.
So I didn't understand that. I saw some people in town doing that. That they had multiple
Ro
swords.
carries
I think
3.
Matthias and Ro.
Don't-
Yeah, like he's
yeah.
like
So obviously, never carry out two on opposite sides because, well,
sure. You know, then
But-
you're just gonna.
Unless you're
You know,
ambidextrous.
some people have their long sword and some people have like a short sword or something smaller to have there as a backup. That's I mean, the main reason why I always carried a sword, even though I use polearms most of the time in combat, is because how often do those things break? Those halves can just get snapped right in half. So
Well, one of those. I was planning on starting to carry that arm. Starting to carry one of those daggers
Mm.
around just to have like a boot, like a
Rondelle.
boot knife, you know, or something. Yeah,
yes,
something
get a
like
rondelle.
one of those. And go from there, just to have one. Because I realized that, and with fighting the orcs, is they got really, really close, and you can't then swing the poleaxe, and it sucks.
Yeah,
I'd like something to stab them with.
that's why I kind of gave up my rapier because I was sick of fighting with. Don't get me wrong, I can fight well with it. I was still able to kill orcs, but the really heavy armored ones, their armor is so jagged that it's not easy to kind of properly get your thin blade in there. You'd have to.
That will give you a bit more range. You can also half sword with it too, a lot easier because you're obviously it's not sharp along the side. And the
Fair enough.
hilt itself, you can see while it is a basket, it does have the pointed edges, so you can mordhau as well if you want to break through armor, though I wouldn't recommend it for too long.
No, with the give of this blade and how wobbly it is,
Mm-hmm.
it might become an issue. It's a possibility I could also wear some sort of mace or
Yeah, see how it
potentially
feels on your
hold a
hip for a bit.
poleaxe. Yeah. I'm going
Get-
to
get
have it on my hip, but I don't want it to be floating around.
Yeah.
So
That's fine. I'll promise you, I do suggest a warhammer or a mace, spiked mace even.
You've seen those really fucking nasty ones they have with like the claw on the end of it? Like the back of the
Yeah.
Dao's hammer?
Yeah.
Fuck. Getting hit with one of those.
Gets
that's what I was thinking, back to Corbin.
Pectocorp.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
Those
Very
fucking.
similar. Yeah, it has a long spike on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nasty.
Well.
Nasty things.
Well, you've gotten your sword. Lord Kyler now knows of. Apparently, I'm now going to have escorts. So
Well,
I
I'll be
expect that
your
if I'm at
escort
the
most of the
forge,
time. If
if
you're
I'm
here,
at the
you're
forge,
safe. but
Then
for the most part,
Okay.
you'll. What I'll say is you'll have an escort. You
Yeah,
understand
implied.
NPCs don't.
Gotcha. Yep. Understood.
All right. Good.
Most
shit.
of the time, your escort will probably just be me because
Okay.
you know.
There's a brief thing I want to bring to your attention. I was going through the Erdhart armor that I've been repairing. I'm going to finish a second set today. One of the sets seems to be gone. Orlina's set. I don't know what's gone with that. Something to maybe check into.
I saw Arn was working on it the other day. Might
They
be
worked on it
related.
together.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to have to report. I lost some armor.
That Olena's armor is lost. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
That would be bad. That would be horrible. That would be very bad for you if you lost her armor of all things. She's a very
Well-
very spicy woman.
I don't understand why, but yeah.
Yeah.
So to Torties then, I guess. Or do I want to go alone? I'll walk.
Well, there are curses, but, it's nothing that can't be handled. Young lord.
Morning.
Morning, Lord.
Morning.
And my brain didn't word anymore because it's just picturing stabbing somebody. So I tried to be
That's so
nice, and it
sad.
sounded terrible. I'm just gonna not talk today.
I don't. There's no easy way to move on. But with what's going to be happening with Palamon, we're going to have to work together eventually, and not have to.
He flip flops, but he won't be enough for you.
I didn't really have too much issues with him, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty good once you get to know him. I haven't had any issues with him on my end, so definitely a lot better than the last one, that's for sure.
My lord, am I going to find you standing guard out here all the time now?
I just came here and stopped. I've been around everywhere else. But it appears that most of my house guard is missing or busy. So someone has to stand here.
Don't give yourself a foot cramp there, my lord.
My lord? Would I be able to talk with you for just a quick moment?
It was important.
I just want to, apologize for the other day during the training incident. I realized I might have taken things a bit too far. And I didn't realize how that would affect you.
It's fine. Just a lapse of composure. For that, I apologize.
You have no need to apologize, my lord. I didn't know, oh, no, I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Thank
I
you.
didn't know the circumstances. And I won't do it again in the future.
Yeah, I'm wise to your tricks now. Next time I'm just gonna leave you for dead.
Oh, okay.
Go on. Carry on with your day.
Yes, my lord.
Quiet morning.
Yeah. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Hmm. I'm assuming you don't get those very often.
No. Not recently. But I'll take the quiet.
Hmm.
A little better than the alternative.
Feeling a little bit sore.
Always. No, I haven't been sleeping much. I've had about 6 hours of sleep the last 3 nights. So, just a little stiff.
Hmm. Any particular reason why you're struggling to sleep?
There is a pack of dwarves in my living room doing stonemasonry.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah. And before that, was
Is
like...
that the banging that I've been hearing?
Probably. They're not quiet about it either. And then before that, there was that god-awful noise of whatever the fuck. I'm sure you heard it a couple nights ago.
I did.
Yep.
Well, maybe you should take the quiet time and have a little nap.
Tempting, but I know the second I do, something will pop up. It's better to just be ready.
Hmm. Fair enough.
I'm no stranger to working on lack of sleep. It's just these last couple of days people have been irritating.
Lord Kyler, please look after your men. We were being shot at right outside the walls.
By what?
Night killers, my lord.
Yeah.
Was anyone injured?
Right outside the city walls. Not 1,000 feet from the gate.
If anyone's injured, stop them by the clinic. Someone's already in there.
We're all alright.
Alright.
Okay.
He's at the tavern, but I
Lady
can take care of
Faye.
it.
Aye, Sir Doyle.
Let us know before you depart. We're under orders to bring you back to the grove.
As you will, Sir Doyle.
Rest of you break off.
Thank you, Lord.
I know I didn't volunteer for grove duty, but
I don't think the shots were anywhere near us. To be honest. Well then,
You're right for who they were meant for.
it's not quiet anymore, I guess.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kyla?
How you doing?
I'm alright. It's first time being shot
You're
at.
speaking to, alchemist. Please show him some respect.
Lord Erhard, my apologies for my disrespect.
So Doyle,
My lord,
we talk?
at once. Get to return to the other duties. Clear now.
I'm starving. There better be some good food in there.
There is.
I have nuts and berries and sweetbread. Is that enough for a man to live on?
No.
No. Savagery. No offense. No offense.
So...
That's taken.
Get yourself some rest. And some food. Yes, my lord.
fill me in. I wasn't aware that we were
I know.
engaging with that sort of thing.
I don't suppose that was the intention, but I had a long conversation with your Lord Father. And he feels that he owes your life and his life to Faye to the point where he can't stand idly by, even if he can't get directly involved. He figures if there are men there stationed to see to their safety, and there suddenly happens to be an attack on their safety, that we'll be well within our rights to attempt to defend her. Not that we think any attack is going to happen, per se, but if we happen to be there when she is in danger, well, we're all volunteers.
Right. And these night killers, we're just gonna let that slide, are we?
I don't know how we're supposed to approach that, my lord. They followed us from the ridgeline, not 100 feet from the castle wall. Sounded like 2 riflemen.
That's pretty ballsy.
Their Inquisition's playing a dangerous game.
Yes. I think it was more of a message than anything. A warning.
I'll wait over here, maybe.
Not sure what it might be, but that is the extent of my knowledge, my lord.
Alright. Well, thanks for filling me in. You're aware of the emissary that's arriving today, right?
Morning, Samuel.
Hello, you two.
Yes, and I really don't know what to make of it.
Neither. So we just need to make sure everything's shipshape, as it were.
You were told what kind of emissary, I assume.
Lord Marshal to ask.
You want me to just do it anyway?
I must be damn near important
No.
for it to be the personal emissary of the High King.
That's my thoughts too.
To being overseer.
The house guard that are going to be
That's actually really good.
on duty today when they're supposed to arrive, can we gather them up? I want to do a dress inspection and some parade drills to make sure they're at their best.
That's something you can still do.
Aye. I'll make sure that those who are meant to remain here report for your duties.
Good man. Thank you, Sir Doyle. Go get some rest.
Of course, my lord. I live to serve.
Oh, Daisy, I
And,
really appreciate that, considering everything.
should you need me, regardless, you let me know, eh?
Of course.
I just want things to be okay.
On and off work.
I figured you should hear it from the source because you're probably rumors around town and everything else. So those yesterday with I had handled
including
that.
Miss Mirren.
I was trying to prevent everyone there from getting killed.
Miss Mirren described it to me. I know that it had to be done. I know that they had to do something, and that it could have been much worse.
I don't know how good it is to hear someone understand. Most people are just angry. So angry. Justified, but so angry.
I trust you. You felt me. So
I didn't think I could sneak up on. Wow, I just had a stroke.
I understand it, Daisy.
Snuck up on by a man.
Sorry, I hurt our mutual friend.
After a full conversation next to you.
I gotta work on that.
I'm gonna talk to the Lord soon I can. Yes, sorry. Sir Doyle, right?
Aye, that's correct. The Lord
get out of here.
says that if you encounter any trouble because of the other day, to let him know. You're under this house's protection.
Hi, Daisy.
You understand?
Right.
Good. He was looking to speak with you himself. I'm sure he'll be around soon.
That's fair. I have one of the armors done for the reforging for your men, so you can have something at the mine. Would you like that now, or should I just?
We'll wait till the bulk order's done.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Samuel.
Thank you, Sir Doyle. Yes.
We are having some important guests today.
Okay.
I would need you to make sure everything here is looking like it's organized. Dust it down. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
Just tidy up.
We're gonna be busy, Joseph. We're gonna be busy.
Understood.
to have an idea of the guests so I know how to address?
Important Dawe. Show them as most respect as you can muster. The only reason I come to you and talk about the Forge is because they are Dawe, which means they're probably shown interest in it.
Okay, so I've interacted with a few Dawe, none of high standing. Do you want it to look like it's been used, or just spotless? Do you have an idea?
Used. Just try and make sure it looks like we're on top of things. There's not piles of,
so clean up my shit
slag and
Gotcha.
stuff. Yeah.
Pardon the language.
It's fine. Yeah, just make sure there's no slag or ash and shit everywhere. Just, make it look presentable.
Okay. We can do that. Sounds good.
You might
Thanks
also
for
want to
letting me
open
know.
your eyes, Lord.
His eyes are open for me, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I'm a little crazy. Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it. Probably wasn't scared at all. Totally not.
Sorry I couldn't give Daisy a job right away, but you know how I have to go through the proper channels.
I understand. She talked to me about it, and I figured you instead of me talking to you, then having to talk to her. So.
I don't want to have a miscommunication between. All right. Well, which side do you want to tackle first? Because I know I've been neglecting these shields over here for a while. I'll tackle this stuff. I understand, and I thank you for explaining.
I need to
Next time,
Yes.
think about all you stand to lose, and more importantly,
If there is no formal contract,
what those who care for you
have
stand
this
to lose.
grappling
If you
hook.
make a choice that could end your life.
I got one of those at home.
Yeah.
I was gonna need it at one point, so I bought it.
I mean, I also have hidden throwing knives in my boot.
Look in my eyes.
Me too.
What do you see?
This one's from Dario.
And be honest, look deep.
Leave all murky waters. I will
Have you seen Tang?
Briefly. He was in the market, probably heading to the apothecary.
My hands are shaking if you haven't even noticed.
I had an idea thrown at me that with the recent war about to start happening, we don't have any ballista looking at the water. Not like ballista would do much, but I want to try to speak with him about if he could invent something to take down ships from a distance. Other than cannons and black powder, because well,
there was an idea
expensive.
to use ballista shot with flammable
Flame.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Once we build the extension of the city, we'll put it on the walls or in the new estate that's being built.
I was thinking along the lines of something easy to use, because ballista, yes, that can be very easily trained. Trebuchets would be the hardest because
Be hard to
they're not
hit,
really
too.
accurate.
Yep.
Something that would be able to throw something small, like possibly a vial or even a bottle, like I have here, of Gradian fire, or something similarly combustive.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna suffer an attack from this sea, considering we have two Imperial galleons there, but...
The Imperials are going to be leaving. They're not helping us with Pelaman.
Really? They're skedaddling out of here?
Yes. It wasn't a part of their deal with the barony to help out with Pelaman. It was to help out with the Robber Baron and the Orcs, but Pelaman, it would cause, because it's a different province here in Nautis, it would cause an entire political uproar and also lose the Imperials a lot of allies in terms of the, because obviously they have embassies all over Nautis. Some people who are allied with Nautis would with Pelaman would get angry that the Imperials are attacking them. So, political. They're not helping.
Doesn't anyone in the town? Oh, I'm not
It
going to admit
is
that in front of him.
very
That's
fucking
okay.
stupid, and I hate all of it. But
to me so that I'm able to test it.
That's the Imperials, but honestly, good riddance.
If you have the device, it's ready.
that's just
a method of
politics in general. I'm sure that the Imperials wouldn't mind helping. They love killing everything that they're told to, but
Murdered hard.
It's
Can we help the
Capitano?
two of you?
You need help?
That man can, because I wanted to speak with him. I was just told he was here, and I was talking with him, and he wanted to come this way, I think so. Maybe.
Who?
Don't know.
Oh, Sean?
Metal Man.
Oh, you mean... Oh.
Yeah.
If you're able to transfer the vapor inside of the new device, I'll be able to pressurize it.
Tang, are you... You're red. Are you still upset, Seth?
I'm dealing with it.
See.
Okay.
If I pass it through a thin veil.
How may I assist you?
Talking about your inventions, you can do it here or outside, wherever you'd prefer.
Are you going to continue doing business in here?
Yes. Oh, out of character, I did put that one ballista you did finish did end up on the walls up there. Okay, just letting you know.
Okay.
Doing this for the time being.
And in other news, if this is about the inventions that I put together, are you able to fashion one of the filters?
Oh, yeah, I got all the ingredients I need, and we, Oshan last night before we came to my home, we got charcoal now.
Then would you be able to put one together?
I can hammer it out for you.
Talk elsewhere and then back, or...
Okay, that's fine. I'll hammer it out.
The balcony's
I'll
nice.
suppress it.
Wherever you want to speak.
Let me get that little wooden thing.
to the balcony.
Real quick. This is very interesting, Oshan. I've never made this before.
Is your voice box working properly today, Tang? You sound unnaturally clear.
Motherfucker.
Oh, did he? I couldn't even tell.
I can tell. I know my
Eat
boy.
my fucking ass.
Yeah, it's still just regular.
Yeah, the only thing that it really does outside of when I'm fucking pissed is just make it a little bit more metallic.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's trying to say that you sound more like some person
I know.
named. Yeah. Sure, I understand. Okay.
It almost sounds like I have a non-metallic head under here. Anyways.
Alright.
Continue.
So, where the conversation came through is we talked about your inventions. There was the fire suppressant thing. What was that? The pot? The ball?
Choke pot.
Choke pot. That's what it was. Did you think about going forward with the linen wax blankets?
Yes. Over a couple of research opportunities, I was able to collect a large amount of wax. I believe that treating threads before it's woven into any kind of sheet or garment with a thin or relatively thick layer of wax and putting it into a whole weave would give it enough resistance to flames that it's able to snuff them out before it spreads to the material.
Perfect. And then, what the thought was, is obviously we know that the guards are going to be needing us to put fires out wherever, either from people attacking us in the street, or even from battles trying to put out any sort of fires that may happen with any wars coming up. I have some guards who are willing to help you test it out. And obviously in return, if they look good, we'll start buying them from you. Start a deal to get some made to further fund your projects. And also to obviously keep people safe.
Understood.
I did have one more thing that I wanted to shoot at you.
We want to make
Everything that's
fire.
Upcoming. Now I want to make fire.
We want to make fire.
Yes. With the upcoming war with Palamon, and apparently people didn't know, I was surprised he didn't know, the Imperials, well, a lot of people aren't afraid with the war in Palamon that we won't be attacked by ships. The Imperials aren't going to be helping us with Palamon. Not in the deal. So they will be leaving, and we will not have any way to defend ourselves against ships unless we hire the privateers that are stationed there. where the thought is that, yes, we can try to use trebuchets, and obviously if a big fucking rock hits a ship, it will do a lot of damage to it, but they're not accurate. We can use ballista, but the issue is that unless the arrow is on fire, it'll stick into the hull, and that's it, not do too much damage unless you hit sails or the ropes or something like that, but minimal damage. We can't really use cannons or black powder because they're fucking expensive as all hell. And, well, there's not really places around here we can get it from unless we order it from the free wharf, and I doubt we have the money to put cannons on places, nor the training time to learn how to use whatever the fuck those things do. I want to figure out a way that we can throw fire at a ship. Whether it is launching something similar to a bottle of Gradian fire, and allowing it to hit something like a smaller catapult or even that sort, or any sort of way to put a ship on fire from a tower or distance, other than a ballista bolt on fire. Just thought I'd shoot that idea at you. Let your brain let your brain start thinking about what could be a potential idea. Let you. Well, you don't sleep.
I have
Let you
4
rest
potential
or...
solutions to your current predicament.
Okay. Sure.
One of them is adjusting the ammunition for the trebuchets or ballista or whatever you might be able to use in order to combat ships off of the shore. Making it to where the combustion happens after impact and not during or before would allow it to spread on the ship and not on the weapons themselves. Likely
And
this
also
would just
avoid
be
it going
isolated.
out from water or air
Correct.
until it hits. Yes.
Think of it like surrounding a bottle in a cage, and as soon as it impacts with enough force, it would break open and spread along the ship. A similar thing is able to be done with a trebuchet. You just need to use a large ceramic ball instead of that of stone. It makes it a little bit more difficult to aim, but it's still able to spread a large amount of a propellant.
The
and
issue I
whatever
was
would spread the
thinking,
fire.
I had the thought that if we had put, obviously, some sort of object to hold a bottle of Gradian fire, there's 2 issues. One, it would lose some of its trajectory and it's, it won't fly as well. And 2, with how fast it gets loosed out of the ballista, the sudden force might cause the ball to break prematurely and explode before it even gets out.
Correct. The best option you would have that is the trebuchets. They're capable of doing a gradual increase of velocity in order to go over a large arc. The only problem is it lets them get time to prepare to move out of the way. But you're meaning to do damage to the ship, not the people on it.
This might be... No, I don't think that would work. I don't think there's a feasible way to do that. I was thinking, have you ever gone onto the beach and grabbed a thin, long rock and skipped down the water? It'd be funny to watch one of those go out, sort of bounce off the water and then hit the ship, but I don't think that would be possible.
That would cause it to, if it was any kind of meaningful projectile, it would cause its velocity to significantly drop off as it travels.
Yeah.
However, if you would like to immobilize the ships, you do not need to set them on fire, you merely need to fray their sails. Something thin and wide moving at a high velocity would be able to tear through cloth.
Yeah. Okay. I thought, I'm not necessarily looking for answers today, I just thought I'd throw it at you and think if you can think of anything, because you are very intelligent and you're good at making up ideas. Give me 1 second, there's a voice in my head.
Excuse me, coming in to get some wood here. Oh, there it is.
The other 2 ideas are more experimental, but they might be able to work with shipbound combat in large portions.
What if we focus on their landing craft, right? Because they can't take a big ship and just fucking beat shit. So they have to get into a smaller ship and then take that to the shore to land. What if we focus on that?
That being the case, we just need something that's able to spread out the disabling force over a smaller area.
What if...
35.
What if we managed to dredge up some of the old cannons from the St. Fel Harbor? Or the Stalwart? Which one went down?
45.
Stalwart.
Yeah.
In addition, there's several mortars and cannons that are disheveled in the middle of the Orc War battlefield.
Well, if the imps leave, we could maybe recover it. And you'd have a hard way of selling it, but maritime law.
I believe what they mean by leave is retreating into their embassy and pulling back their forces to anything that is considered imperial soil and Gradian land.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to leave, but they're not going to assist us.
Well,
I have to go clear the street. I forgot someone important is about to arrive here soon. So, I do. So, not who you think it is.
Oh, fuck, more important people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Alright,
People in this town don't like me, so,
yeah.
sure.
Oh, well, you are Lord,
Highly
but
doubted.
sure.
Yeah. They're all converging and whispering and complaining and...
Has the captain already told you about what he would want to try and do?
Sir. Sir.
Yes, I know.
Yes, sir.
Clear the streets. Clear the main streets. Clear the main street. Like clear it as in go to the sides or go to an alley.
What's going on? We're in the sides.
Clear the main streets. Clear the main street. Your visitors arriving.
Thank you very much.
I very much
You too. Good on that way. I can't remember which way they're coming from, but...
Of course. I don't say it out of anger, I say it out of fact.
How do you...
What's
I
going
believe
on?
I hear horses coming from the north gate, but
No, I believe that they're coming from... No, you might be right.
Alright. The understanding of it in this was someone from... Ashma.
please keep the streets clear. Please keep the streets clear.
Let's see if you're correct. I hope you are.
Fill me in, Captain?
You'll see soon enough. I wasn't really given too many details either, other than the fact that there's some important visitors on their way here and that the street should be clear, so... Yes, they're coming from this way. Okay. I don't know which way they want to go. I'm gonna assume up to the keep. But we will wait here.
That is an entire retinue.
That's Airlandia colors.
Really? I can't tell from this far away. Sun.
Yeah, no, that is.
What the fuck do the Aralandis want from here? They've already taken up the mercs in their fucking country.
I don't know.
There's a lot of them, and
Yeah, you might want to clear the street.
they're all royal guards.
Yes, those are... Yeah, someone important was coming. I was told, not told who.
Surely
someone
not
jogged
the
me and
king.
informed me of that stuff. I was
He
told to keep the
wouldn't come
streets.
Surely not.
There's a lot of
Is
royal
that a
guards
royal
for anyone else.
Those are royal. It's a lord or a king.
It's not the king.
Could be an emissary.
There's no way.
Royal
Why would
guards?
he
It has
risk
to be one
coming
of the
here?
two.
What are the fucking odds?
Add attention.
On the same day.
Well, I'm just a peasant girl. They didn't know who I am. Okay. Would you look at that? I thought I'd never see such colors again. Or so many of them, anyway.
They don't seem like they're struggling as much as we were led to believe.
6 riders. Now that has to be someone important.
Suppose a lot can happen in 3 years.
I couldn't see into the carriage. It could be anyone. Has to be someone important, though.
No. They would send
Shall
a
we continue to
representative.
escort, sir, or just keep the streets
if
clear?
they're not the
Continue.
king. Who would he send if not
But which
himself?
lord? And would they come with that much of a retinue? All royal?
No, they would not.
You would think it would come with foot soldiers, or...
I'm sure we'll figure out
So
eventually.
royalty.
It's a royal, some such. Little warning for you and your men. We encountered a guard troll today.
A what?
Nasty bastard from the depths. Creeps out of caves, comes out on the surface every so often to hunt. Really nasty bastard. You'll
What type
you'll
of
actually
depths,
see
like? Deep? Depths?
very deep. Very deep.
Under dark deep?
You'll see that he's actually got dried blood from his ears, nose, and eyes. Really nasty bastard. If you start hearing, especially if you're out in the woods or near the road, if you start hearing what sounds like a flintlock with no Imperials nearby, back away. It's a really nasty bastard. Bipedal, 4-clawed feet, 2 large fleshy sacks where eyes should be. If they pulse and glow and you hear a loud snap, yeah, you don't want to be near that. This happens. It can cause you to be
How do you fight it?
discombobulated. Can't see. Can't can't see, can't hear, balance gets fucked. If you're incredibly unlucky, your head goes boom.
What'd you call it again?
The reason I'm telling you, Gartrolk. The reason I'm letting you know is because the iron mine. These things like to nest in deep caves.
Fuck. Okay.
So if your men start coming with injuries like this, get them treated with a potion. That's the only way that's going to help.
You need to reinforce that iron mine. You don't have a lot there.
We don't have a lot in general.
It's fine. Me and Kaz will be hunting the fucker, and if we can, we'll kill it. But I need to warn you in the event that you see this shit happen. That's what happened.
Okay. I bring it to the Inquisitor's attention, I suppose. He's supposed to hunt monsters after all.
Well, if he doesn't get it, we will.
Good. Just be careful.
Trying to build our camp outside, and the bastard's causing us problems. So if we find the fucker again, you can bet your arse I'm going to have another swing at him.
Yeah, keep me updated. Hey, you.
Your eyes are closed.
Everyone's been
No,
saying
what the
that.
fuck was that? Stupid.
All we know is that someone important has shown up from Ireland. We can't quite place who it is, but with that many royal guards,
So that was a noble's cart then.
it has to be, yes.
If they have royal guard that many, it's someone of importance, nobility, power.
What if it's the king's daughter?
I didn't realize he had a daughter.
So Vestiel hasn't caught you up then?
I'd try not to talk to Vestiel, I'll be honest.
That's fair.
Did
Well,
you
when we were
talk to me?
back
Because you
in-
said you called my name and then walked away. Well, I walked away and then you never found me.
Well, actually, you told me just a moment and then you never came to look for me afterwards, so
Well, that's
whose fault
Well,
is
you were
that?
talking to Hopper and he kind of wants me dead, so...
Yeah.
Oh, you're the Capitano. Act like it. Godfrey's daughter? Her wedding dress was made by Vestiel. It was a rush order. I found out from Vestiel that it wasn't a fucking accident, that the dress popped off of her, leaving her bare naked in front of the entire fucking ceremony. They want her. That's why she's in debt.
Fuck me.
Who's to say they just said fuck the debt and they're here to kill her? I mean, it's not our problem, like...
There's a few
But-
people here that are hiding from Marylanders, but yes.
Thank you, I had to fucking run back into Torty's fucking house and... This isn't good. They need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we'll...
Well, Mr. Lord, you gonna go poke around in the keep and see what's going on?
I'll let them get settled first, and then I'll see what floats down.
Just keep your head down.
Yeah.
Alright, leave you to it.
Be
Better
safe.
if they don't see us together. Yeah, we can talk, I suppose.
Hold on. Voice in my head. I know as soon as you
Mhm.
come to me.
In a second,
Always
he's gonna
happens.
disappear.
It always happens. Every time I talk to him.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Oh my god, never mind.
Some...
I'm gonna ping him next.
You go around the corner.
Hey Nick, got a minute?
Hey man, got a second?
Good.
You're probably not busy at all, but I need to talk to you for like 20 minutes.
I'm gonna be arrested. Right now.
Why?
I'm reaching for my weapon.
Don't reach for your weapon. Don't reach. She's reaching.
I'm reaching. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh. Me reaching for the
Sorry.
Inquisitor's flintlock. Is it for me?
That's not your that's not his flintlock, Kyler.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, I'm good. Where do you want to
Go.
talk?
Go.
Where? Where?
Somewhere. I don't know, Capitano. Flaunt your fucking dick around and find a place to talk. Because I don't have one.
A
Yep.
dick or a place to talk?
March.
Both, apparently.
He doesn't know what you have.
Never mind.
What?
I can't go disrespecting a lord of Nautis. Forgive me, sir, for my horrible behavior.
Good girl.
Or you can cuff me if you want. Oh.
Yeah, that tracks.
Man on a mission.
Anyway.
Yeah, that tracks.
Bye, person that's not my friend.
What the fuck?
You go first. Nope.
Everyone hates me. I'm a victim of my own success.
No, 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 no.
No, Lord, you don't even get a real name.
You are kind, you are smart, and you are important. To me.
I
Can't speak
appreciate
for
the
everyone, though.
affirmations. Go to your meeting. Be
You're
safe.
welcome. Oh, I kept you waiting, didn't I?
I've been giving her.
I don't know any way to get good sleep other than just, you know,
It's a really good painkiller.
strong drink.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't even really help. It's just nightmares all the time.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Hey,
Hey,
I mean to,
I know it's bright out, but open your eyes.
everyone keeps fucking saying that. They're fine. They're just, yeah. I need everyone to come and look at me and just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time you see someone, just blink hard at them real
do
quick,
that,
you know,
sure.
before they get a chance. to
Don't
talk.
cats do that when they like someone? They do like a real slow blink.
Yeah, they do. Aw, are you saying something?
You know, despite what people think, I do like you. I do like being around you and stuff. I did want to,
that makes me happy.
I did want to check in and see how you were faring after everything.
I'm fine enough. Learned my lesson. Question authority a lot more when they send me out on doing things. That kind of thing.
I wish it could have gone down any other way, but
Literally could. It could have if someone was just a little smarter about how they approached it. But hey, you know what? I make plenty of mistakes too, so whatever. Just trying to figure out if there's a way to reduce the spotting. I can't see it, but Sarah said it was bad.
that's rough. We could talk to Faye if you want. See if there's a cream or something.
Yeah, maybe. The Baroness had some sort of cream that she used on my back and made it feel really, like, cold, but then a good way sort of thing. So maybe if Faye has something similar, I could keep that up on it.
Not a bad idea. How's the others? I've heard whispers.
Well, Hopper's pissed. Rightfully so, I think. He doesn't want to hear anyone out. I heard Samuel out and the car out this morning, and it's like, okay, yeah, we're all a victim of circumstance. Still fucking hurts like fuck, though. I'm gonna be mad. Hopper did not listen to them at all. And Marin is taking it like a fucking champ, as she always does. And Matthias lost fucking everything. He's still taking it better than most of us, though, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh well. Just sucks. That's all.
Do you have a moment, my lord?
Of course. Good morning.
Good morning. With me is a representative of the Crown of Ireland, Captain Verera. Captain Verera, this is Lord Kyler Erdhart.
Captain.
I wish to make something privy. I'm sure you know what the unbroken seal of the Royal Erelandi House looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? This will be brought forward in a small council meeting soon enough. But I figured I would go out of my way to let you and the others know that it does not need to go this far, but it will. I have tried time and again to speak to the condemned and convince them to turn themselves in which case they retorted by saying this is nothing but a personal vendetta. The Aralandi Crown has sent a representative to assist me in this ordeal, as they have crimes to answer for within Ireland itself. I will be giving Faye till tonight to turn herself in. If she does not do so by the time the sun is down, my work will continue in earnest. I hope you can speak sense to her.
Do what I can. I've said this before, but I feel
And
you
if
put
not
too much
her-
stock into me.
I think that I put just enough stock into you. Because you should now, above all else, understand that this is not bravado, and those you care about, if they do not leave that grove, they will die tonight.
That's for me?
No, this is for the Baron.
Oh.
Either way, I'm sure you will either attend the small council meeting or be told about it. But I wanted to give you advanced warning, just as I did the others.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is no longer, I suppose, considered a vendetta. It is now a multinational political issue. I guess the evidence everyone wanted. My lord.
Inquisitor? Captain?
Inquisitor Fisk, just so you're aware, as it might interfere with your hunt, the guard frog came down from the mountains.
Snake.
It's lurking about the woods. If we kill it first, we kill it. If you kill it,
Tell me
kill it. Just making you aware.
Kill it, keep it out of my way. I'll reward you and whoever helps you 20 silver.
You want to talk to Faye?
Anyway, I've warned almost everyone I need to talk
Guys.
Alright.